Morning, Adam. Sorellis. Good morning, Nasty. Nasty up in the house. I see a bounce coming, fam. I'm pretty sure there's a bounce coming here. Pretty sure there's a bounce coming in this box. There's gonna be a wick in this box, fam. 100% wick in this box. I can see it. I can see it coming. We're compressing. We got a little compression here on the 30 minutes. So it compressed into this one. This is where you're gonna see the capitulation wick. Okay, so this 30 minutes should drop really hard. This 30 minute or the next 30 minutes should drop really hard into this box. See some type of nasty wick, and I think we're gonna see a reaction. I can, at least that's what I can see on these lower time frames, fam. We're not gonna catch knives, but we're gonna talk about kind of working out the move, working out the play. I'm watching the volatility. This is probably the best way you can catch a knife in this business, is watching this volatility. Of course, you're not going to be able to use the historical volatility indicator, whether it's this one, whether it's the line one, which is free on TradingView, whether it's a fancier one, whether it's a simpler one. You're not going to be able to use this without experience. Okay, I have experience using this thing, and so for me, I know what to look for. Okay, that's kind of how I call it. All right, and right now, my biggest concern here, right, is this daily is not expanding. Okay, so last night at the close, we had this, really low. This is relatively low volatility on these daily candles. We got a 1, 2, 3 back-to-back very low volatility candles. They're holding. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're holding. They're kind of sucking in that price. They're holding the price here. That's why you see this low volatility. And the fact that the daily is compressing is a really good look, at least for a bounce here. Now we are getting the open here in 5 minutes. We are getting a little pump here, and it looks like in 2 minutes, I got the Teal Street up, fam. Okay, so we're ready. We're ready for the move over here. So I got the Teal Street up. I'm just kind of watching the 1 minute ticker over here. Maybe I get a signal, maybe I don't. I'm not gonna rush a trade today. Reality is when you get a big giant drop like that, we've seen about a 20% drop from the highs without a huge serious retracement. Anytime you see like a drop like that, fam, it's going to take some time chopping. Okay, it's not going to just be some V reversal. I highly doubt that. If it does, oh well. I miss part of that V reversal, but again, I can get an entry after confirmation on a V reversal. I can get an entry. I don't need to necessarily catch a knife. So again, we were looking kind of at those lower time frames. Here's a 30 minute. The nice compression here on the 30 minute. You can see is bought up. I'm not, no. It's got to touch this box for me to be anywhere certain that we've seen a bounce. If we don't touch the box, again, oh well. I don't catch the long, right? So we're right here. Yeah, that's actually a good zone here. Look at this 4 hour here. Got a little 4 hour action here. I'm just seeing. So this is where we hit, fam. This is where we kind of stopped right now. You can see, okay? So we got a 4 hour expanding a little bit, all right? I'd like to see a bigger drop. I'd like to see if there's going to be heavy spot selling like we've seen since the ETF launch. So there's a lot of things I'm trying to, clear the smoke before I go and jump into something, fam. I think it's better to be safe than sorry. All right, it's better to be safe than sorry in these conditions, especially after coming off some good wins. We got the Dodge short that hit 7 cents overnight, finally hit 7 cents, hit 8 cent TP. I still easily think Dodge is going to hit 7 cents. We'll go over the alts here in a second. 1 hour compression. I'm checking out these alts like Inge. Inge looks really good. Check out this 5 minute here. Yeah, Inge looks really good here. We're finally getting a 5 minute to close over that 50. If we could get a 5 minute cross here on Inge, right? Bearish cross, look at that short. If we could get a bullish cross here, I'd definitely be looking to scalp an Inge short. Now, they're going to try to make some bullish divergence down here. That's usually what they're trying to do. We haven't really spent enough time down here to play the bullish divergence though, fam. So, you can call this a 30-minute bullish divergence. I wouldn't call it that. This is not enough. This is not a significant amount of time down here to be producing a bullish divergence. Now, of course, they could produce a bullish divergence off of kind of this price action, But clearly, fam, that's not what we have, right? This is a down on RSI and a down on price action. I don't see the bullish divergence yet. So, um, yeah, again, you're just kind of you're going to be a spectator today, fam. I think that's the most important play. Okay, a good trader understands when to trade and when not to trade. All right, so you know, if you caught a short with me higher, maybe you're still riding that. Some people are way more conservative with my TPs. Some people will oh, I'm showing Teal Street. Thank you, my man. Some people will be more here's Inch. I was looking at the Inch 5 minutes. Did the intro just come on? Fuck. I did not want that to happen. My bad, guys. I didn't mean that intro to come up. I use the same software to make my videos, so that intro short shouldn't come up next time on the transition. But anyways, a 5-minute look again. Bearish cross here on the 5-minute Inch. That's what we were kind of just checking out when we were on the wrong screen. Bearish cross here. That was a short, easy short signal right there from 34.70. And look, Inch held up well. It really did compared to like Solana, which just kept dropping from 92 all the way down to 80, sub 80. We finally hit that target. You know, you should have took a full TP at that 80, fam. I had my TP there at 80. It just chinged overnight. I actually woke up and it chinged. But again, you get a bullish cross on some of these alts. Yellow crosses above blue. It's going to take some time. So you get some kind of cross up here. And then the price action is going to chop here. Maybe make another low and then bounce. Because what they want to do is they're going to want to cross that 5-minute. They're going to want to cross the 15-minute here. We're really far from crossing this 15-minute. So be patient, fam. Do not expect some V reversal. Do not expect that. Don't play it. Don't expect it. That is foolish nonsense, okay? Foolish nonsense. But again, go over to this 30-minute. You know, we got some nice compression. We've got the New York opening happening here. There we go. So we got some nice compression here. I would like to see a little deeper wick. Some expansion on this 30-minute. Watch how this 3-hour closes. Watch how the 4-hour closes. Look at this 3-hour. This could be a really good sign. It closes in 29 minutes. If we could get a solid looking candle here on the 3-hour, right? 28 minutes to the close. We can get a solid looking candle, like a hammer bottom. Then we're all about that long, fam. But these are the time frames you need to be paying attention to. The 1-hour, which is still expanding down. It's not pay attention to the 10-minute and catch knives. It's really look at these 3-hour. The 4-hour doesn't look great. Hour and a half to the close. Okay. Again, be patient here. You know, we got a 6-hour closing in a few hours. That doesn't look that great. Again, this is where we're at. We spent 1, 2, 3, 4. So we spent 24 hours here, fam. We could easily spend 24 hours here on the way down. We spent 24 hours. This is the 6-hour, right? We spent 24 hours on the way up. Could easily spend 24 hours on the way down. You know, there's a yin and a yang to this market. There's a balance to this market. And, you know, again, they're not going to come down this quick, this heavy without a nice, nasty wick in this zone, fam. Okay. This is the zone I'm looking at. I'm targeting this being, you know, we're looking at this box, but really, I'm expecting a deeper wick right in this zone right there. So this would kind of be this light green there. That's kind of what I'm expecting. So, as far as a bounce. So wick down to the green. Of course, we have to touch this gray for me to even consider longs. But the green, I'm expecting a deep wick. You know, I'm talking, we could wick down to 35, 36K and bounce within a half hour above 37, 38K. So, you know, 2 minutes in the open over here at Teal Street. You can see we have about 2-3 minutes of red candle so far. So we're 2 minutes into the open and it's not looking great right now for Bitcoin. Again, another reason why we're not trying to catch knives. Maybe we see something manifest here on stream. I would love to see that. I'd love to be able to take a trade along today. But right now, I'm no longer riding shorts. That's okay for me. I'm not in a trade. That's okay for me. I've had a very successful weekend already. I don't need to rush this. But again, we got some signs that we're going to be seeing a bounce here. I'd love to see us at least minimum touch this box. Like at least get me a wick into this box. A deep wick too. We're not just capping it. We're talking about at least get me down to that. Let me get a wick below 38K. Make Savage happy. Make me interested in looking at a short, maybe a catch a knife scalper. But right now, the way I'm seeing this 1 minute over there on Teal Street, it ain't looking great, fam. It just ain't looking great. You know, here's the 30-minute. This has got compression. 1 hour. The 1 hour is compressing. This is probably where we're going to see the bounce. I really think that we're going to probably... Internet slow today for whatever reason, but here we go. Compressing now. We were expanding, so they were trying to push this up. That's good to see. But I think we're going to see a wick here soon, fam. I really do. In it here. Where's the one that we saw that was really compressed here? Oh, the daily. That's right. The daily, fam. I was going to show that. So we had some low volatility on the daily, fam. Some really low volatility these last 3 candles. So I don't expect it to go too much deeper. We're still compressing on today's candle. Look how ugly this candle is, and they're not expanding down, which is good. That's good for a bounce. They're not expanding down. The scariest part is if this started expanding down and we just flew through this zone, oh, we're in big trouble. We're seeing 34, 36K real quick. So I'm watching this daily. Daily has a good sign for a bounce today. It may not be the bounce. It may not be... when I say the bounce, it may not be the bounce that gets us back above 40K. But we do have some nice compression, some oversold territory. I'm not going to be bearish now down here. I don't think you should either, especially after alts have just been crushed, fam. Alts have been crushed. We looked at Total 2. We've been studying Total 2 very well, fam. And if you don't get it, you know, you watch the prices, right? And you know I do because I got the yodeling up on my Twitter. But if you could just see, fam, the trend was lost. Right there. Right there was the trend was lost. I warned you 2-3 days ago. I warned you up here. The trend has been lost. I warned you at the top. And I continue to warn you all the way when this trend continued to get down to almost broken and broken. All right. So again, this daily is about to cross. We're hitting support here on the Total 2. I'd like to see a wick down to 684 bill for alts. You know, again, I could see this. Look at it. Man, this is a really clean chart. But look at these wicks. That's kind of the zone, right? You definitely want to see a wick into here for alts. But before you're interested in alts, if they hold it here, I'm more bearish. I don't want them to hold it here, fam. I definitely don't want them to hold it here. Daily's expanding down on alts, so that's bearish. Unlike Bitcoin is compressing on the daily right there. We're looking at that on the volatility. It's compressing right here. You see this? This is expansion compressing now. So they're looking for a bounce here. They're trying to slow it down, hold it. But Total 2 don't look good for alts. I would not be rushing into alts. It's a chance that Bitcoin could bounce. If Bitcoin bounces, doesn't mean alts are going to bounce that well. It does not mean alts are going to bounce that well. So that's really what I'm looking at right now. I'm interested in. I'm really interested in Inge. I don't know about Solana. Solana is a Solana is a nasty coin right now, fam. And I don't know if it's 30-minute compressing on Inge. You know, this is I really want a long Inge, fam. I'm not gonna lie, I really want a long Inge. Inge is not gonna. I don't see Inge going too much lower here. I'm gonna just check. It's expanding on this daily. We had a 2-day close yesterday. Yeah, hit the 2-day zone. Okay, I like that. I do like this a lot. I don't like the expansion on the 2-day necessarily. This is not bullish. I do like the fact that we hit the 2-day order block. We have a 5-day closing tomorrow, so let's check that. Or sorry, in a couple days we have a 5-day closing. Want to see some compression? Okay, we got some compression here in the 5-day. That's a good sign for Inge. Just with Bitcoin not bouncing, I'm not gonna rush into this, but I do like Inge. As far as catching a bounce with Inge, fam, I do like it a lot. They're gonna want to wipe out that wick. I have a feeling. Put a wick right here. They're gonna want to at least At least wipe out that wick, fam. That's my get. That's my take on Inge. But Inge is going to be one of those, fam, and I'm going to continue to say this and stress this on stream. Inge is going to be one of those you're going to want to buy. You're going to want to probably buy it on every dip. You're going to probably want to start a DCA strategy today. That's right. You want to start a dollar cost average strategy for Inge today. When we talked last week about Inge and all the possibilities and potentials, okay, we talked about a couple areas of interest. Certainly, we want to long this inefficiency. Okay, so anything that you get between that previous all-time high, sorry, let's break this down real quick. Got two inefficiencies. Okay, so we got the green box inefficiency. This is previous all-time high area. You want to start longing in this box. We're basically there right now. Look, fam, I said sub 30. You're going to want a long Inge. So we're right there. A DCA strategy is what's best for most of you. Okay, it's not what's best for me. But I don't always teach what I do compared to what you should do. All right. So I think Inge is one of the more bullish, the better returns going in the future. You want to start a simple dollar cost average strategy below 30 for Inge. Okay. You're going to buy it all the way down to that previous all-time high of 20. If we get some type of black swan, my main area of interest is this base right here. This is a nice base for Inge. Right here, this is a beautiful base. If you were to get a black swan type of event, fam, you are buying Inge basically anywhere sub $11. All right, you're gonna want to buy Inge anywhere below sub $11. Okay, obviously this line is at 988, but Inge, fam, you got to stack this. This is a total market cap of about $3 billion. To give you an idea, Inge, which is one of the better projects right now, one of the shinier new projects right now, going into the next bull run, whenever that starts. I'm not making that prediction right now. But Inge is one of those coins that's probably going to outperform most projects. It may even outperform Solana. I'm saying this as a Solana maxi. Okay, I'm telling you this because as a Solana maxi, you know what I'm maxi more? I'm a money maker maxi. I'm not going to be married to a specific project. I'm going to be married to opportunity. I want to find an opportunity in this market, whether it's Pepe coin, whether it's Inge, whether it's Arbitrum. I want to find good opportunities that have high returns and low risk. Okay. Inge is one of those coins, period, fam. So Inge is going to be one of those. When you see it red, you want to buy some. This is one of the coins I did not accumulate last year. Okay, sadly I did not accumulate Inge last year. I have a little bag. I did not buy it until $14. So I'm saying this non-emotionally. I'm saying this from all the research I have done that Inge is going to be a one that I power accumulate this year. Period. Every big dip. We're talking Inge is down 9%, fam. It's down 8.74%. That's opportunity, okay? You're not, let me just tell you, nobody right now watching this stream is going to be mad in 1 year from now for buying Inge at $30. Not a single person will be upset at me in 1 year from now for buying Inge at $30. That's all I have to say. All right, so let's go back to the TA here. Let's go look at Bitcoin real quick. We kind of talked about the 30% rule, okay? A lot of people miss that, all right? And that's okay with me. But whenever we top, we have about a 25, 30% correction, all right? Here's the top, 30% correction, all right? 27.5. Here is the top. And again, this is unbiased. This is the 30% rule. This is the top of 2019. And we did not bounce until 33%. You see this? Dead. There's your dead cat, okay? We went down 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 34%. 5 weeks in a row, 34%. Right now, fam, and again, we're talking about the 30% rule right now because I got a lot of questions about that on Twitter. It wasn't brain science, fam. This is very clean. Right now, we're at 21%. So if I'm being conservative, okay, let's say they only give us about 25. Perfect. There it is. Green zone. It's exactly what Savage was talking about. It's that bigger base on the daily. Boom, boom, shakalaka. Okay, so the 30% rule suggests whenever we top, we see an immediate 30% correction. 30% on average from the top, correction before the dead cat bounce. I'm not talking from top to bottom macro. I'm talking about the swift kick in the ass to all the longs above 42K. All right. They were never going to let those longs get out alive. When you were sitting there wondering if we were going to bounce to 44K, all you had to do was look at all the long liquidations. They spent all this time here above 41K trapping longs. They trapped those longs. They're gonna wipe those longs. They're gonna wipe their fucking floor with their fucking long leverage. I'm telling you right now, that is not. This was an easy play for me. All right, they want to wipe out long OI first. Then they're gonna wipe out all that shorts OI, fam. When we bounce, we're probably going back to 45K, 46K. I have no doubt about that, which is another reason why I want to play this long. But I'm going to be patient. If I catch the long at 39K, let's say we start to get a V reversal, pops down, V reversal, it pops up to 39K, then so be it. If I'm a little late, that's fine. 39K to 45K, no one's going to be upset about that long. All right? But when we get the confirmation of the bounce, expect a big move up. Expect a big move up. It's wipe out long OI after we top. Historically, cyclic. This has happened every single time in Bitcoin history. Wipe out OI with about 30% on average move. Sometimes it's more than that, fam. Sometimes it's a little bit less, like I showed you. And then they wipe out the short OI. Okay, all those, they're going to squeeze these shorts, fam. That's why I don't want to be short down here. I don't want to be short down here because I'll tell you what, when they bounce it to 45, 46, maybe even 47K, I don't know. Maybe they go up and wick the highs at 50K. You don't want to be in a short from 38K. You definitely don't want to be in a short from 30K. That's mad. All right. So historically speaking, if we're just talking about the 30% rule, again, this is the bull run. This is FTX. FTX led this entire run up. This is a 52% correction before a dead cat bounce. I'm not even considering this onto the average. We had 27% right there. We had 34%. Let's go over here to 2020. Let's talk about that correction. 70% before the dead cat bounce. But you know what? I'm going to be conservative. All right. I want to fit my 30% rule here. So we're not even gonna use that wick. We're gonna talk this wick right here. Okay. So again, I'm being unbiased here, fam. If you just talk about, let's say if you didn't call this the entire correction from the top of 2017, right here, boom, boom, that's 43%, fam. That's a 43% correction. Look at that nasty wick before we bounced. All right. The 30% rule suggests when we find a local top, bull run, bear market retracement, we're going to see a 30% correction. And that's what I'm waiting for. That's what we're looking at. We're going to be a little more conservative, and I'm going to start looking in the 25% zone. Again, that matches kind of my buy zone here. I want to see a nasty wick. I'm not going to be catching any knives. Yo, AK, I appreciate that follow. Really do on Twitch there. So, fam, this is the plan. You could be patient. You don't need to be in a trade. We caught a lot of good shorts on the way down. And the way the 1 minute Bitcoin looks right now, we still haven't bottomed. We just haven't bottomed. Right there on Teal Street, I'm just going to be patient, wait. Look at that open interest increase. All that open interest is going to be, that's the 1 hour open interest too. So look at that. That looks like shorts to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, looks like shorts. Let's go over here to the 30 minute here. Yeah, look at that. That's all shorts piling in. They're going to give you a strong wick down, and they're going to squeeze all those shorts on that open interest right there, which is nice. Another reason why you want the Teal Street platform. The Teal Street platform, fam, has a lot of information. Exclamation Teal Street right there in chat. Look. Use my reference. Go. It's free. It's a free app. You go ahead and hit click the link, go download Teal Street, hook it up to your favorite exchange. You do not need a VPN. If you use a VPN to get on top of an exchange to do your trading, you don't need a VPN for Teal Street. All you got to do is hook up your API credentials to Teal Street. This is the best thing you can do for your trading. The best. Okay? The limits are quicker, the market's quicker, the stops are quicker, the execution's quicker. This is the best way you can improve your trading, fam. Use Teal Street. I cannot stress that enough. I plan on doing a bunch of YouTube videos on Teal Street soon, probably this week while I have a bunch of time. And I'm going to go over the tutorials of how to set up your API. And they have this information in their Discord. They have this information on their website, tealstreet.io. But I am going to go ahead and do some tutorials, some videos, YouTube videos, and I'll post them up for the fam. I want people to learn to use this and consistently use this. This is the best way to improve your trading, is using a trading terminal like Teal Street. By the way, they update this terminal every single day. Every single day. Their team is constantly hardworking at making this better for you, to make trading easier for you, to make it easier to succeed. All right. So do not, do not sit there and not try to up your game when the opportunity arises, fam. Okay. Teal Street is a free app you can download. You can use the browser version on your phone. Do not need a VPN. Connect to your exchange, do all the trading. The best, the best, the best. All right. So let's go back to the charts real quick. We see Bitcoin clearly hasn't bounced here. We're watching this 30-minute compression on over here on the historical volatility, and it's compressing. I think we're going to see a wick here. I do think we're going to see the wick down in 37.8 zone. I'm watching this first box. This first box will probably, excuse me. This first box will probably get the reaction we want. But then we're going to probably make that bullish divergence into the green box, fam. So something like, if I were to guess, it's going to be something like this. And then breakout. That would be my guess. All right. We're talking, this is the 30-minute time frame. This is going to happen over a couple days, fam. Do not expect a V reversal here with as much sell pressure as we're seeing right now. And I do want to point out the fact, fam, I was bearish alts, okay? The reason we're going to talk about why I was bearish alts is because people are tied to this narrative that alts are not tied to Bitcoin. Alts are tied to Bitcoin, all right? Not only that, all right, if Barry's selling all this Bitcoin, then why are alts dropping? Fundamentally, fam, there has been very little real demand over the last quarter of 2023. October, November, December, whether you're talking about Bitcoin, you're talking about Solana, whether you're talking about Inge, there's been very little real demand. Volume supports everything about that statement, all right? I'm going to simply go over here to the 3-month. We talk about this all the time here in chat. I'm going to pull up my volume, all right? And historically speaking, we had the lowest quarter green candle ever. And look at this volume. Bam, look at that volume. Okay, this is just Bitstamp. Not everyone uses Bitstamp anymore. Let's look at Coinbase. Look at that volume. Bam, if there is one thing you can learn, decreasing volume in an up move is bearish. This is the 3-month. That quarterly don't look that great right now. Tell you that quarterly does not look that great. Let's look at Binance. Look at that. I have to zoom in to see the volume here on Binance, fam. Decrease in volume. So when they tell you, and I say they, the people that do not work as hard as me, the people that do not know charts as much as me, when they tell you that 32K is the ultimate buy zone and it's going to hold for sure, do not listen. Do not listen. Can it be the buy zone? Sure. Are we going to fade it? No. We're not going to fade 32K. But I'll tell you what, I'm not sitting here telling you that 32K is going to hold and God is going to hold it up himself, because that's wrong. This is fundamentally very bearish, fam. Fundamentally very bearish volume. Extremely bearish volume. And then you know what uses volume, fam? Is volatility. The historical volatility uses volume, and just, going from kind of a volatility standpoint right here, we have compression And look at that. Where's our first expansion, fam? This is the 4-week. It's also the monthly, but there's 4 weeks in a monthly. 4-week and monthly aren't exactly the same time frame, but they're pretty close. We have expansion. We have expansion. Okay, we've had this huge compression. We've had this huge compression since the top, 69K, and now we're expanding. Bear market retracement. Bear market retracement, okay, fam? That's what this was. So be patient. There's numbers that you better believe are possible. I was here in 2019 and 2020 when people told me sub 6K was never coming. Well, guess what? COVID came. So do not believe that that price isn't possible. Narrative. Do not believe that, fam. The markets are on such fragile ground right now. We're not just talking about Bitcoin. We're not talking about crypto. We're talking about oil, S&P, NASDAQ. Everything is very inflated. PEs, profit expense ratios. Fam, let me just tell you right now. If one bad headline hit, crypto's going to lose 32K like that. One bad headline. Whether it's the next pandemic, whether it's aliens introduce themselves to the White House, whether it's World War III. The right now is a very fragile time in the markets, okay? Things are on fringe. There's mass distribution going on, and there's very little demand. Very little. And this, I just proved it. There was very little demand in crypto, okay? Very little demand. In fact, the only demand I see right now is seller demand. Right there on the expansion. All right. With 8 days left in the monthly candle, I want to talk about the monthly. All right. I think it's important to talk about the monthly. We're still waiting for a bounce on Bitcoin anyways. Let's talk about the monthly. All right. Here's our monthly. All right. Boom. Monthly wick over. Ugly monthly looking candle. They're going to probably want to bottom wick this. They're probably going to want to keep this monthly in the box right there. And if you were just to use, right, just a simple line here, we're going to go ahead and if we're going to talk about the area of a bounce, I'm pretty sure they're going to probably want to bounce it at 37.7. The reason is if they have some engulfing monthly candle, that's going to set an easy trend going into February. They're going to want to keep this monthly candle inside the candle, give an opportunity for that dead cat bounce that we talked about out of that 37, 38K area, right? We get our dead cat bounce, and then they can engulf this candle with February candle. Does that make sense? February will be red, but it will probably start out green with a dead cat bounce. But February will end red, more than likely. But you can see the area of interest right here if we're just talking the next zone once we lose this, the 37K on a monthly candle, okay? Again, I expect this January candle to have some type of recovery. We're going to hit that 37.7. I would argue 37.7 to 38K is going to be the long area right now. Again, just going back to that previous kind of zone we were talking about here. This is the first zone for a bounce. This is the idea, right? First zone for a bounce, get some late shorts right there. Don't make the higher high yet. Make some bullish divergence because it's going to take time to make a bottom here, fam. These are, look, it took us, we're right now 12 days of straight downtrend. It's been 12 days without a real bull bounce, okay? 12 days without a bull bounce. The yin and the yang to that, the equilibrium of the market says that if we go down 12 days straight without a real retracement, a real bounce, okay, we're likely going to have to spend a few days down at the bottom to see a bounce, okay? That's kind of the yin and the yang, the equilibrium of the market, okay? That's how time works. You can't just come down straight for 12 days straight and expect us to V reversal. I wouldn't like to see that. I think that's very unhealthy. Could it happen? It could. If it happens, it's unhealthy. It just confirms that when we get back to 44, 45K, we're reshorting. But I would like to see a nice little kind of chop here, bounce, wipe out late longs, wipe out early and late longs with a wick down here a little bit deeper, and then call it a day. Again, as far as the kind of time goes, I'm expecting us to stay in that monthly candle, fam. All right, go over here to the monthly again. I'm expecting us to stay inside that monthly candle at least till the close. All right. That's 37.7. So we could wick below it, but I expect this monthly candle to close above 37.7. That's 8 days left. And then it'll give us an opportunity for that dead cat bounce and to 45, 46K. And then we can go ahead and reshort. That's kind of what I'm looking at, fam. If we go over, I'm seeing some bounces right now on alts. So let's go over here to the 5-minute to inch bounce. Of course it did. Of course it did. I missed that. Okay, fuck off. What am I doing that for? All right, there we go. Fat fingers, fam. Fat fingers. Okay, so here's Bitcoin. Let's go to Sol. Seeing a little bounce from Solana. Ooh. There's some nasty wicks right there on Sol. I don't really like those wicks. This is spot Coinbase. So let's look at okay. Finance has a clean chart. Finance has a clean chart here. There's some 5-minute bullish divergence there. Yeah, of course. 5-minute cross in Solana. That's a good look. Okay. Here's a bearish cross. Could have shorted there at $85. Here's a bullish cross here at $79. And now we're at 81.15. Inch. Looks like it's going to try to get a bullish bounce as well. We did want to watch that 3-hour close. That 3-hour close is closing right now. 1 minute. We talked about this. We want to see some type of green, good looking candle. That's not the worst candle, fam. I'd like to see a little more body. We got 6 seconds. Not the worst candle. Certainly could give us a wick in this next 3 hours here. I think Solana had a better looking candle. Let's check out Sol. Yeah, Sol looks good. I'm not gonna lie. Sol looks good. Engulfing bottom kind of candle. You know, look, no engulfing. Here's an engulfing for a bounce. I think we should take that Sol long right here. What is that? I'm gonna probably try to scalp this and get lucky here. I just don't know. I'm gonna try to get something around 80. 80 on Sol. I do like this 5-minute cross. It doesn't mean really everything. You know, a lot of these alts have hit the zone. So I'm talking about Bitcoin hitting the zone. Let's go over here to Solana. Sol hit the zone. Okay. Look at that. All right, we hit the zone. Actually, it didn't. It didn't hit really. I guess it did. Call that wick. I don't know. I don't know about Solana. I don't think this is going to be it. I don't think this is going to be the bounce. Just trying to think of what time frames best. Oh, I know what it is. It's the weekly. Okay, so let's check what weekly real quick. I want to see a weekly wick to 75.30. All right, so this is an area of interest, and then this is an area of interest right here. Oh, so it did hit that first area. Okay. It did hit that first area, fam, and we are seeing a little bounce. I just don't FOMO into this shit. Here, hold on. All right, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna wait for this to come a little lower here. It may not even fill, to be honest, fam. This is what I'd be looking for Solana. I don't I don't think I'm jumping into this yet. Bitcoin still hasn't really bounced. I mean, it's making lower highs on the 1 minute right now. I can kind of see it. You guys can see it over here on Teal Street. I'm watching that 1 minute time frame. So, you know, would like to see Bitcoin bounce for aping into alts, but you know, Solana did hit the first zone. Okay, that's gonna be this line. The reason I use that, fam, is it has weekly support down here. All right, go over here to previous weekly support. back. This is the line, right? And we're gonna want to see a weekly bottom candle. Like we want to see the body of the candle right here, and then we want to use the wick. And this is kind of gives us our zone right here on the weekly, right? We have weekly candle support here, and we have a wick here. This is our zone to bounce for Solana. We have wicked kind of into that zone right now. And we're seeing a little bit of a bounce. So I did miss that a little bit, but again, as far as the plan goes, I am expecting let's see here. Let's check out Bitcoin real quick. I am expecting us to go a little bit lower, I think, right now. So not quite buying this bounce. Not quite buying this bounce yet. But I would like again, I think this is a great setup, and we might have missed it. Or we honestly might have missed it. That's okay. It will come back down. It'll come back into this zone, fam. Asia will get their wick. So if this gives us a bounce, I'd be looking to probably long right around here. If this provides the bounce. Inch pumping a little bit. Got that 5-minute cross. Inch hit the zone, I believe, as well. It did. Okay. Check out that weekly, right? We're going to just zoom in on this weekly candle. Boom. Same thing as Solana. And Bitcoin seems to be moving a little bit right now. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Nothing confirmed there yet, fam. Nothing confirmed. All right, let's hit some music a little bit. Let me hear some alt requests, fam. We got a lot of people today in the chat. Anybody that's new, welcome. Hit that follow. Appreciate you. Throw out some alts, fam. Please, please, please. Yeah, I got it. I gotta switch it back. By the way, Bitcoin here. But yeah, fam, I'm gonna take some alt requests now. So let's go ahead and throw them up. Listen to some music. I don't want to talk forever here. Give myself a little voice break. Wait for the opportunity to come to us, fam. Wait for this opportunity to come to us. That's gonna be really key here. Really interested in Inge and Sol, fam, just because of pure strength and volatility. Both of those coins are really fun to trade, in my opinion. Both Inge and Solana are really fun coins to trade. Very high volatility. Kind of need to know what you're doing, but very, very good coins, fam, to trade. Make sure I'm on the right screen here. All right. I need something chill right now. Just need some chill music. I'm gonna keep Bitcoin on this. Look at this is how easy this market's been. Like long here. Wait for the 5-minute cross. Go watch it. Just been meme line playing. Long here, 5-minute bullish cross, 5-minute bearish cross. Could have shorted that. Lower highs, right? Again, Bitcoin needs to break that structure right there. Very, very easy, clean, not very complicated. Don't need to overcomplicate things, fam. Market right now. This is I want to see that. I want to see that in Sol. I want to see Inge. I want to see sub 30 Inge. I gotta see sub 30 Inge before I'm interested in long in that. Gotta see it, fam. Right now we're still in chop. Metis, TRB, Gala. Let's go to Gala. Yo, Dunger, I appreciate that. Let's start with Gala. Okay, that was the first request. Make sure I'm on the right chart. Yo, Sergio, thank you for that follow. I really appreciate that. Why max video output is 720? I don't know. I have probably one of the top of the line computers and top of the line cameras and top of the line internet. I have no clue why my max output is 720. I'll try to fix that. It might just be Twitch. Twitch has a very low bit rate. It's probably OBS settings. I use Streamlabs, but yeah, it's probably OBS settings. I'll fix it, fam. I'll fix it if it is. I probably need to talk to a buddy that's really good at this stuff, to be honest. On YouTube as well. I know. Why is that? My YouTube videos don't look that great either. And I'm recording in high def. I don't know why. To be honest, I can't tell you why. Okay, so let's talk about Gala. That support. Gala is at support. In fact, this is a great setup. Man, this is a great setup. Oh my goodness. You can't tell me this is a great setup, dude. Oh my goodness, look at this. You got long Gala. It's even hard to see prices. Oh my god, my long target just hit. Yeah, Gala looks really good here. Look at this support. All right, I think we're gonna take a Gala up here. I really think they're gonna wreck late long or early longs here though. That's my only concern. Gala. This looks really good, fam. Gala looks really, really good. Oh, this is Chez. Gala looks really good. I'll fix the quality, fam. I mean, I don't know what it is. I can't even tell you. It might be the fact I'm on my Ethernet. My Ethernet might be doing it. I have Ethernet cord and Wi-Fi, and for whatever reason, my Ethernet gets funky. Yeah, I'm totally taking this right now. I'm marketing in Gala right now. That's right, marketing in. Give me that trade. All right, cool. I mean, it's technically at resistance, but I like the expansion on the 3 hour, 4 hour probably. Yeah. Expanding up. Look at that 4 hour candle. It's a beautiful look. Gala, I think, has a really good look, fam. Look at this. Who brought that up? Who brought up Gala? Sorellis, dude. This is a great setup, dude. Thank you, Sorellis. Would be 0.17. Yeah, I could see that zone hit. Yeah, I could totally see that zone hit. It probably could be hit. You're talking about a wick a little bit lower? Yeah, you could get that. Certainly could. I think this is really good support though. Look at this. Resistance. Gala's got a really good setup. I'm trying to see these other coins real quick. Link. See, Link is not that great. All right, let's look at some other ones. Quanx. QANX. Of course. It's a shit coin. What? All right, I can't look at this chart. It's at resistance. This is the resistance on this. I'm not really interested in that. I'm not gonna lie. Metis. Metis. I'll fix. Yeah, I feel bad for the quality. Metis, I think we agreed this was a good short. I don't know where we took this. It might have been stopped out, huh? Yeah, it looks like it was stopped out. Sorry, let's check this one out. Clean it up. Yeah, I think Metis is going to go. I mean, why wouldn't Metis go down here? And then, to be honest, this is probably going to be Metis. That would be my guess. So I'd wait for a bounce, and I'd short the bounce. You know, use your fibs. Maybe you get like a golden pocket, 0.5, but this doesn't look great. No. I don't like Metis. Yeah, let's look at TRB. I don't like Metis. Over here. TRB. All right. Sorry, fresh chart. Let's look at the daily levels. Yeah, TRB looks good too. Yeah, I mean, you're not shorting TRB here. You're not shorting TRB here, fam. This is a pretty clean support resistance here. I would argue though, if that were to get lost, it could come down here and touch that area. I'd argue if you lose this, right, it's going to be here. This line on TRB. That's what that I would suggest. This is the play if you were to lose that line. But right now it doesn't look like it. Bitcoin, okay. Gotta keep watching Bitcoin. Has broke the trend, fam. All right, a little downward trend. I like to see these highs broken. All right, as long as we break over this solid candle over the 39K, we should see a move strong to the upside. So we can break the 39K region before the 4-hour close in 45 minutes. It's going to be good for longs, fam. And seeing a good bounce here. This is what's happening here, fam. Right? You're not breaching these highs. This is just chop right now down here. Gala, probably the same thing. Let's see, we got TRB short just exit at 100. My long target hit. What missed some other one? Metis. Knife catching, baby. Knife catching day. Look at this, fam. Look at this 3-hour. It was an unfinished business on the Bitcoin 3-hour. We got some expansion though on this 3-hour. Calderon, thank you for that follow. Got some. Could you take a look at Pepe? Yeah, I could look at Pepe for sure. Pepe's my baby, man. I haven't owned Pepe since May, but I made a lot of money off this motherfucker. I'll always chart Pepe. Yeah, Pepe don't look good. Pepe's gonna have to come down to this box. Yeah, Pepe don't look good. It's cut right through that support. We have a daily ugly looking candle. It's 100% coming down to 6 zeros and an 8-4. 100% coming down to this level. I don't see any other possibility. That's Pepe for you. How does Reindeer look? All right, let's look at Reindeer. I'm not gonna lie, that Gala chart looks really good. Assuming Bitcoin can participate. Daily Reindeer looks bad right now. You know, Darth Maul kind of looking candle. Would have to clean that up in 8 hours. Let's see how that 3 hour closed. Interesting look on Reindeer, right? Interesting look on Reindeer. I'm not... I think it's definitely possible alt's going to melt a little bit more. I'm not a buyer at Reindeer right here. Compression on this 3 hour. This doesn't look like as strong as Bitcoin or maybe even Gala. Yeah, so I wouldn't. Here's Reindeer. I don't like Reindeer. I think Reindeer is going to go lower, very similar to Pepe, and I would guess... yeah. And if we're talking about lower, we're talking that zone right there. Reindeer. We're going to wipe out that wick. This looks really weak right here on the daily. I don't. You got to fix this daily right here on Reindeer, but the trend is still there. It's just very weak. The trend is still there. Meme line kind of holding, but it's pretty weak on that 3 hour, fam. I can see it. AVAX. Let's look at AVAX. AVAX. It's funny. Some of these look stronger than others, and then some don't look that great. AVAX hit my monthly. All right. Let's see. That's a really good meme line, huh? Look at that meme line. Well, so AVAX is gonna have to go to this daily support, right? It's the same. It's the same on a lot of these coins, but AVAX has to go right here for a bounce. $20. $20 AVAX. Check out Ethereum, fam. We've been talking about Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum. We've been talking about, we might as well talk about. Here's the Ethereum setup, fam. We're still waiting on this setup, fam. This is the Ethereum setup I've been talking about. I've been shitting on Ethereum permabulls and their ETF narrative. I'm not buying that narrative till much lower, fam. I'm not buying the Ethereum ETF narrative till much lower. And when I say lower, we're talking about this zone right here. Actually, I should probably make this box a little bit lower. Yeah, we're 100% going to see 2,000 Ethereum before any type of reaction. Look at this weekly candle expanding. It was overbought territory. No reason to have long to Ether at 2,400. Anybody that was telling you to long Ether at 2,400 ETF Ethereum narrative, they don't know how to look at basic variables and understand it was overbought like every other fucking coin. Do not buy these narratives. These guys are shilling. You want to know why nobody comes back to crypto? Because they go and follow 99% of these shitfluencers on Twitter and they get wrecked. That's why. That is why people hate crypto. That's why people don't want anything to do with crypto, fam. That is why. So don't you guys, fam, do not buy these narratives. It's simple. I do not have a complicated system. I have RSI, got volatility. I use volume with the volatility. You can use either or. Volatility, volume, they use the same variables. I use basic horizontal support and resistant levels. This line was this was never retested. When are we gonna retest the 20? When are we gonna retest this, fam? When are we gonna have this wick? When? Because until this wick happens, right here, we're not, you know, we're not probably gonna hit this zone though. I think we're gonna hit a little bit lower. But no reason. This is very basic. Very basic. We also talked about that 12-hour pivot on Bitcoin. All right, let's talk about that for a second because I think this is really important tutorial, fam. Very important tutorial. All right. I'm going to clean it up. And we're going down to that 12-hour. And I'm going to talk about the bouncy ball. Okay? The bouncy ball. That's right. What happens is when you have a bouncy ball, fam, you throw it from the top of a roof. And that ball bounces and it gets the first bounce. The first bounce is as high as it's going to go. And then gravity takes over in physics. And then it has a smaller bounce. And then a smaller bounce. And that's how the market works. It's no different. This market's like a bouncy ball. Here's the building. We threw the building off into the street. We threw it off a 10-story building. This bounce right here, from throwing it off this building right here, gave us 49K. All right? Follow me here. Follow me here. Mute the music real quick. All right. This bounce gave us 49K. All right. Hold on, I got some more. I got some more here. All right. So this bounce gave us 49K. Look, higher lows. Higher lows. Y'all see that? This bounce gave us that area. And then what happened is we kind of consolidate here. And then we held this pivot, this 12-hour pivot. We held it. We held it. We held it. As soon as you come back down here, right? After the top, this is where the bouncy ball has its second bounce. It's now a weaker bounce, right? We bounced the highs. The second bounce is going to be weaker, physics, gravity. All right, we come down here. All right, here's the weak bounce. And we lost it. That was it. On Friday, we lost it. I said it's simple. It was very simple on Friday. I told everyone. I said until we break a 12-hour over the 41.7, alts are going to bleed. Until we break over that 41.7, Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. We never did. Look how clean that was, fam. Very clean. Very clean, clean, clean. All right? And again, there it is. Support, resistance. That was the pivot. It was that easy, fam. Okay? It was that easy. All right? This is how it works, fam. This is exactly how the market works. All right? Here's the building. Bouncy ball. Big bounce, the first bounce. We got the 49K. Comes down here, bounces the floor again. Smaller bounce. And smaller bounce. Until we throw it off the building again. Okay? So we haven't gotten to the building, in my opinion. It's probably going to be it. We haven't gotten to the building yet to throw it off. So, but this is the area of interest, obviously, that 37.7, that monthly we talked about. And that's kind of that's the area we're going to be watching, fam. This isn't going to settle today. Do not FOMO into anything today. I did take this Gala long, though. The Gala chart looked really good. I would not recommend just, FOMOing into a trade like this normally, but this is a really good chart. This is a really, really good chart. Gala, in my opinion, I'm already long. All right. Like I get it. I'm a breakout trader. You can call it what it is, but I longed this. Sorella showed me Gala. I was like, okay, I'm longing that. I gotta long that. I'm not gonna ignore that and not long that. This is compression on this daily. That's a buy signal on the daily volatility. That's a buy signal on my long system. The buy signal at this level. Gala looks really good. I mean, I don't know if every other coin's gonna look this good here, but I like Gala here. I definitely love that play long. Stop loss on Gala, it's got to be the wick. It's got to be the wick, maybe even a few percents below. So we're talking about stop loss. You're talking about your invalidation here, right? Can this get wicked? It sure can. They can knock out these stops here. So you're going to have to give yourself like a 1%. That's usually what I do. 1%. And that's going to be, give yourself 1% space. All right, here's 1%. So your stop loss is going to have to be like 20 cents, 20 and a quarter cents. 20 and a quarter cents. So this would have to be your stop. You know, if you're going to be talking about a long here, again, this is probably your best setup right here. Be something like that. Okay. If you don't want to FOMO in here, you're going to want to see this 28. Really, it's this node right here. And looking at the 5-minute, fam. So I want to see, look how we took back that support here. You know, it could be here too. So it could be 21 cents. But again, I'm looking at as a breakout trader, right? I'm more or less a breakout trader. I don't sit there and always wait for the exact precise sniper entry. But on my system, I have a buy signal, a buy signal, a buy signal. I just long. I'm taking the risk. I'm personally taking, if you're talking about, let's go over here to Chill Street. Oh, I'm on the Chill Street chart already. Fuck. 4% risk on this trade. So, I mean, this is not the area necessarily to long. I would argue if we go back over here to the chart, to the Gala chart, fam, this is going to be the area of interest along here. Give yourself a 1% space. This is the Gala setup, fam. This is the Gala setup. We would argue this is probably it. So this is what? And then you want to take it to golden pocket. All right, golden pocket. So we're talking about R&R here. Talk about the R&R. This is a good trade. This isn't the worst trade here in the world for a 3% stop loss. Again, this is more or less a swing. If you're going to take it at 2020. Or that wick. There. So yeah, I'm not even. That's a solid trade right there. Look at this support. Support right here. Right, this is the retest. This is the retest. Though this is the golden pocket, fam. This is the sweep of liquidity. Man, this is a really good setup. This is obviously a swing, fam. At this current time, this is not a scalp. This is a swing. You're taking a 3.5% risk. Okay, that means you're going to want to use low leverage. All right, give yourself room to get swept there. Give yourself room to get swept. Here, right at the 1%. What's the wick here? Low. Just trying to get my fibs lined up here. 2075. Okay. Perfect. No, that's not right. Is it? Yeah, that's right. Okay. I did it. I think I did. Yeah. Okay. All right. So again, low leverage trade, fam. You got big, big risk here, right? We're talking about 3%. You want to get as close to that stop as possible at 20 cents. And then that's going to be a nice, I mean, it could be a 40% move to 30 cents. Could easily see that. But Bitcoin's got to cooperate, fam. And right now, Bitcoin, more or less, doesn't look like it's has that bounce yet that you want to see. Not the worst 4-hour, fam. We got some expansion here. Not the worst 4-hour, but we haven't even hit the money zone. This is the money zone right now for Bitcoin. But again, Gala on the daily has a really good long signal, fam. I'm just saying this with 8.5 hours left right now. This signal right now tells me Gala's probably gonna get bought up. Either that or it's going to expand more down and it's going to be even brutal. But I think this is, you can get back in this red zone below 21 cents. You can get along between 20 and 21 cents. I'll probably add more there if I get it because I didn't really enter that much. I just did a small position. But I'll probably add more of that position. I think Gala has a really good setup, fam. 100%. Bitcoin to me too has the could be a long here with this compression. Gotta have this. Gotta have this daily turn green though. Gotta have this daily turn green. Doesn't look like Bitcoin's found the area of interest. To be honest, it's got to be 37.7 to 37.9. So, be safe. As far as like catching knives and stuff, fam. BNB holding bullish pennant. Yeah, BNB. They're gonna get their money's worth out of BNB, fam. They're definitely gonna get their money's worth. Don't like that though. This is not the greatest chart. Clean this up. This is not the greatest chart right here. The daily's holding, but this is expanding down. Don't know, fam. I don't know about BNB here. BNB don't look good, to be honest. Just doesn't look good right now. Currently, daily look with 8 hours left. They could save this, but this is. I don't see this being. I don't see this being bullish at all. Pennant, whatever you want to call it. This is not. That's a break of trend there, fam. And especially with that daily closing under 295. The daily closes under 295. Forget about BNB is coming down. We got a 2-day close yesterday. 2D's compressed. Okay, that's a good sign for a long on BNB. But look at this. There's no reason to long this. There's no reason to long that. RSI shows the break of trend as well. There's no. I wouldn't long BNB. Would not long BNB. I think right now, you're really kind of catching knives. I'm just kind of looking for the ideal setup. Solana's bounced a little bit. This is the Solana setup, fam. And I would argue not only this setup, for a scalp to 80s, 85, 86, but this is also a really good setup to, let's see here. I could see this candle. Look at this candle right here. Can you see that candle closing green? I think we could see that candle close green. I would prefer a deeper wick on Solana. Again, I want to see this wick right down here. But I could see this closing green if they hold Bitcoin here. But this is the area. I want to see sub 78 wick. Maybe put it a little higher. As far as a long, I want to see maybe 77. This hit 78.16, so that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I just don't want to FOMO into this. I want to trade. I want to take the Solana and inch trades, but look at this. This 4 hours not bad, fam. I mean, let's 4 hours not bad. 8 hour closes in 23 minutes as well. That's not bad. Compression, okay. This isn't bad. Fam, this isn't bad look on Solana. I don't think we'll get this fill here. Maybe we will. Maybe in the next 8 hours we'll get a fill and then we get our green doji. But look at this 8 hour. The 8 hour is not the worst candle. I don't like the red hammer. 22 minutes. Let's see if they can get this candle green on the 4 hour for Solana. I'd love that to happen. Love that to happen. All right, let's look at some ARB, fam. ARB, I think hit that wick. Oh, it hasn't. 8 hour ARB, not as bullish as Solana 8 hour, I would say. Daily is not good. It's compressing, but this is an ugly looking candle. You can see the support being lost here. On ARB, I'd argue this is not one. Okay, start with the fresh chart. I'd argue this is one you don't want along right now. Just with that daily look, can they save the daily? Certainly can, but this is the daily support being lost right now with 8 hours left. This is pretty ugly. If we're talking about where are we going to go next, well, that's it's pretty clean right there, fam. I'd argue the next spot's probably a $1.31. Where I started buying spot, fam. I made that announcement as well. Played the spot trade from $1.31 to $2. It was a spot play. Wasn't using any leverage. It was basically zero risk. We bought here. We bought here and we wrote it up to 2, and I was very happy with that trade. Did not write it to 235, but I was happy with that trade. This would be the zone for a bounce. ARB, you could wait for the close, break, and then long here. Wait for the close. As long as this daily closes below $1.67, you could take a short even into this zone, because this right here to me is the zone of interest right now for ARB, at least for a dead cat bounce. Okay, fam. So that's 100%. 100%, fam. 100%. So, again, let's go back to, let's just check out Bitcoin here. Let me use this chart here. Look at this. Got a nice 4-hour candle on Bitcoin. 20 minutes left. Really not the best 8-hour. Well, maybe they'll clean it up. Maybe they clean it up, fam. Any more alts? Any more alts, fam? Any more alts? Any more alts, fam? Uh-oh, we're pumping. Pumping. Going back to the wrong chart. Here go Gala again. Gala. Woo! Gala's pumping! I just hate that they didn't go deeper in this wick. This tells me everything, fam. The fact they didn't go that deep means we're going down. Fam, this is gonna 100% happen. I'm almost certain this is gonna happen. If we're talking about this being a bounce, all right, I 100% think that we're gonna see something like this. Let's keep it simple, right? Because Asia's gonna want to get their longs. The Asia session tonight, they will get their longs. So it's gonna be here. Probably. That's probably the play. That's probably the play. I'd like to see a sweep here. I would like to see a sweep. Gala's printing right now. Gala's printing. Got $25 more in the bank, baby. I'll just add more to Gala lower though, fam. You guys all saw that setup, right? Here's the Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin idea. I'd like them to wick it a little bit lower. I don't like the fact we didn't touch any of these wicks here. Let's see what the Bitcoin perp finance chart looks like. Yeah. It just bothers me, man. This is not deep enough. This is not deep enough. It's just not deep enough, fam. You gotta give me, has to hit the liquidity. Has to. So I'm thinking we're gonna see a little bounce. Fake out, little dip, sweep these lows, then we bounce. Gonna take a couple days. That's my guess. And that will be a sweep on most alts. Maybe alts don't sweep those lows like Bitcoin does. Alts could definitely hold up a little bit better. They are holding up a little bit better. And they have to hold up better, fam, because if alts don't hold better, like Bitcoin dominance here, look, Bitcoin dominance is rising a little bit. If alts don't hold up well, then they're just going to, it's catastrophe mode when Bitcoin drops more. So right now, alts are holding up well because if Bitcoin were to drop to 34K, then if they didn't hold up well from, let's say, low 40K, to 34K that are just getting nuked. So what happens is as Bitcoin bleeding down, alts are going to hold up well until Bitcoin has that final wick. That's kind of when alts will wick down and then they'll bounce too. Alts have to hold up well versus Bitcoin. Alts generally hold up well versus Bitcoin in a bear market, in chop, in a downtrend. Alts will hold up well versus Bitcoin, but they'll still have a retracement 60, 70%, while Bitcoin goes 30 or 40%. Does that make sense? If they didn't hold up well, alts are going down 99%. Every 30% Bitcoin goes down. Okay? So you gotta understand that the equilibrium of this market, alts always hold up well. They held up well all of 2023. Just because the prices didn't reflect that, they held up well versus Bitcoin. Yes. Yes. All right. So understanding that, that's important. Just because alts are holding up well does not mean it's an altcoin market. Does not mean it's going to be a bullish altcoin run. Okay. It just means that alts have to hold up well versus Bitcoin in order to survive. Ocean and EGLD. Ocean and no, 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 no. Don't like that. Don't like it at all. Losing daily support on Ocean. Wait for the close on Ocean. You can save this. Get a green hammer down here. You know, you want more body than this. Look, this was a bullish candle. We just made a lower high, right? So no, there's no way. No way. That's not a long. It's a short. You close under 41.40. Confirmation of a short. You close under 41.40 right now. We're gonna clean this one up or what? Keep it simple, fam. Keep it simple. All right, EGLD. Have a chart somewhere for that. I did. Well, it's expanding on this 15 minutes, so we got some expansion down on the 15-minute. Not the greatest look. Check out that daily. A lot of these alts look like this, man. A lot of these alts look like the EGLD. Again, confirmation of lower. Gonna see this range lows, right? You're gonna definitely see these range lows hit. If you close a daily under 48.37. A lot of alts look like this, right? A lot of alts look like this. I'm gonna go back to Gala real quick. I want to make sure that Gala chart looks as good as it does. Yeah, Gala is one of those that looks better. Just looks better compared to other coins. It's holding the daily. We're not breaching the daily on this candle. It has compression right here. You know, I don't know why Gala is holding up better or looks better, but I look at the chart and it is. That's just what it comes down to. I don't know anything actually about Gala, the tech, none of that stuff. As far as chart wise goes, though, I like the fact that we tapped the daily demand and it's holding that level. I think this is a really good swing opportunity, personally. We're talking, if you're talking swings, this is a pretty big 13R. This is a 13R, fam. So you're taking 3% risk and a 40% move to the upside. Pretty good trade. Pretty good trade, you ask me. So anyways, fam, mad love, appreciate all you. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, let's look at SEI. I'll end on that, Nashty. Thanks for everybody coming by. We had a great viewing today, over 50 viewers. Couldn't be happier about seeing that. I'm gonna fix the resolution, the DPI. Again, I have very good internet. I got very good computer. I got the top of the line cameras, microphone, all this shit. So if you guys see something wrong with my stream, please give me feedback. I don't know. I only watch my VODs every once in a while. I don't know if these streams are good quality or not. We're going to fix that quality before the next stream, which is tomorrow. Mad love. I appreciate all you fam. Go hit that sub on YouTube if you haven't already. Zencoin, thank you for that follow. Show some love. Retweet, the vids and stuff, and give me a shout out. Tell all your friends, that are getting wrecked in crypto right now from buying the top about me. So mad love, appreciate all you. Stay safe, be patient. I gave you plenty of setups here. I think alts could wick down one more low. That's what I would like to see. I'd like to see Sol a little deeper. I'd like to see Inge a little deeper. And even Gala, I think, could go a little bit deeper, although it doesn't have to. I think Gala could go a little deeper. So, mad love, appreciate all you. If Bitcoin gets above 40.4K, if Bitcoin closes above 40.4K, you have the right to long. You hear that? Bitcoin gets back above 40.4K, you're looking for longs on the corn. Probably looking for longs on everything. All right, that's your pivot. Like to see Bitcoin wick a little bit lower. Did not wick my zone. Shallow wick right now. We'll see what happens.